because it started as a pilot project, and as I said, it's being implemented from the German agency, from the GIZ, in 22 partner countries in the world. And the returning expert mechanism, which is the oldest one, who supports the long-term engagement, minimum 2 years in the country of origin, is actually the oldest one. It has started since 1984 because it is a reality that qualified diaspora has been supporting their countries in different ways since many years. So it's not a new phenomenon. But this project aims to institutionalize it and to provide more support to do this kind of engagements of assignments or missions. And of course, the numbers shows that there are less people who return permanently, and there are more people or experts, diaspora experts, who are being engaged frequently in short-term assignments. So they still continue to live in the European countries, but time to time they bring their expertise to 1 month up to 6 months short-term assignments to their country of origin. Which is also a very good mechanism, because we need you need to cope with the different experiences, expectations, and plans that you might have at a certain period of your life. So it's quite fine if you still continue to live abroad, but you are also reconnecting by bringing back your expertise. And the institutions in place are also very interested in this mechanism because we try to match them with the most qualified experts who have been studying and living and gaining work experience abroad. So they are very much in need of this kind of expertise. And at the beginning, they are somehow skeptic, but then once they realize this contact, so they start to work together and to exchange ideas, technologies, how we do, for example, which kind of hardwares we use in Germany and how they can be implemented here, or what kind of COVID protocols are we using in this time in Italy and Germany, and how they can be supported and also implemented in Albania and in other countries. So this has shown that the mechanism of knowledge exchange is working very well, despite the being, let's say, somehow innovative, and but of course it needs to be institutionalized. I think that without institutionalization, it would not be so effective for both sides.
All right. Thank you very much for that as well. All right. We have come to the end of the podcast because you really have been very exhaustive in all the things that we wanted to know today. Actually, this is the very first in the series of interview in this podcast where we are trying to connect different reality, different immigrant reality for the purpose of networking, of learning from each other. So I really appreciate the time that you spend try to explain how you work, how your journey has actually transformed all these years. Of course, I program a lot of this interview that is going to take place in the coming weeks and months to be able to expand and see how we can work together as a project on immigration, on the diaspora community and all that. Now, to conclude the podcast, to conclude this interview, is there a message you want to leave for the audience? I don't know, it might relate to what you are working on as a project, or it can even be about the future, what you plan to do in the future, to sort of conclude it. So go ahead and leave your message.
It's always difficult somehow to leave a message. First of all, I would like to thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share a part of my journey, a very important part of my journey as a migrant through different countries and now back in my country. And as a message, of course, I would encourage everybody to have an experience in different countries, if it's possible, for education reasons, for job reasons. It would very much increase their potentials. And at the same time, I would encourage everybody not to be afraid of taking on challenges, either to migrate or to return back, because you will find benefits in both decisions. So it's not let's say it's not a lose, but it's absolutely a gain, either to move in the world, but also to come back to your roots, because you are richer. So you have something to give back, and absolutely you gain more benefits, and you are more happy when giving than when receiving. So I think that this is at the end of the story the most beautiful thing. So once we receive, then we are able to give.